Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining. If you want to go barefoot, you totally can. I'm going barefoot today. We're not doing a whole lot of standing, really. Mostly seated exercises and mobility. So that's what Tuesday is, just kind of stretching and working through our range of motion with our shoulders, hips, legs, everything, lower back. So let's get things going. Let's start with some upper body first. So let's start with our shoulders. So from here, sitting tall, right? You're sitting close to the edge of your chair. Posture's real tall. Try to lift your chest up, elongate your spine, pull in your stomach. And we always want to start with a good posture. So from here, we're going to work on shoulder mobility. So this can be tough for some, but we're going to go one arm at a time. So you're going to start with your arm extended out in front of you. And from here, you're just going to work to the side and try to go behind your body as much as you can. Then raise the arm up towards the ceiling and then bring it down right in front of you. Again, going outside of your chair, working a big circle with your arm. And do the best you can. I know some of us have limited range of motion, and I know some of you struggle to keep the arm up and going vertical. That's okay. Maybe you're doing a small little half circle, and that's fine. Again, you're working with your own range of motion. So any movement that you can get in this arm is a good thing, right? And you're also working on some muscles here. So your shoulder is working to have to retract. Your posture muscles are having to work to retract that arm back, raise the arm up, and then bring it forward. So a lot of muscles are being activated to help you work through this range of motion. Now we're going to reverse the direction. So reverse it and go opposite. So whatever direction you began with, switch it up and reverse that motion. And we're still working on the same arm. Big, big circle, as big as you can get, as high up as you can get with that arm. Again, doing what you can. Do not judge yourself. It's all relative. And you also have to remember, some people have injuries and rotator cuff injuries, so that obviously will limit your range of motion as well. And that's fine. Okay, other arm. So you should have felt a little something happening in the top of that shoulder, and that's okay. Rest that arm. Let's work on the other arm. Pick a direction. We're on the other side now. Doesn't matter which direction you start with, because we're going to end up doing the other direction eventually. So do the best you can. Come out to the side. Bring that arm back as far as you can. And then from that position, start to raise the arm up as high as you can, and then bring it all the way to the front. And just keep working through that range of motion, doing the best you can. Get a little stretch through the chest as you come back and you start to come up. And right when you're around shoulder height, you feel a little stretch through the chest. Again, it's a good thing. It's all part of the mobility. Let's do one more big circle. And then from here, reverse the movement. Reverse the direction. So we're still on the same arm, but now we're going in the other direction. Big, big circle. Let's do a few more, as big as you can get with that circle, and doing what you can. Don't judge yourself. One last circle, real big. All right, good job. Moving on. We're going to work on our rotator cuffs, so these can be challenging. So the challenge here is getting your arms at a 90-degree angle. And your arms are a little bit out in front of you. Right, so you're not completely out to the side, and you're not completely bringing those arms back behind your body either. If you're looking straight ahead, you should be able to see your hands and your forearms and your elbows and your side vision. At least that's the goal, okay? So then from there, reach up as high as you can, then right back down. Reach up, get a good stretch. Reach, 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 and then come down. I know this can be tough for some. Do what you can. If you need to reach out in front of you, and that's as high as you can get, totally fine, but always come back to this 90-degree angle in your forearms and your elbows. And then reach up as high as you can and come back to that 90-degree angle. Reach up, come back down. Reach up, come back down. Reach up, come back down. Let's do one more. Reach, come back down. Now keep those elbows at your shoulder height. Bring the elbows, forearms, and hands together. You should feel a little stretch happening in your upper back. You feel the chest kind of working as well to bring those hands, forearms together. Come out to the side. Now from here, I really want you to force those elbows and forearms back as far as you can, and it's almost as if you're stretching the chest as you try to bring those elbows back behind your body, and you're squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then bring them forward again. Squeeze the forearms and hands together. Really press into the hands and press into your forearms. Apply some pressure there. And you should feel something happening with your chest and shoulders, a little contraction happening there. And then as you go back, open up, go out to the back side of your body, and try to squeeze the shoulder blades. And there you are working your posture muscles to try to retract and bring those elbows and forearms behind your body. Still trying to keep those elbows bent. It doesn't necessarily have to be 90 degrees on this one, but just reach back as far as you can. And then bring it in again and squeeze. Squeeze the hands together, squeeze the forearms together. Hold it there for a brief moment, and then from there we expand. Retract, bring those elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Still sitting tall, right? Suck in the stomach, keep your tall seated posture. And it's almost as if when you come back with the arms, you lift the chest and stretch it out a little bit. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and come forward. Let's do that 2 more times. So bring it in, hold it, squeeze. Press the hands together. Press the forearms and elbows together. And then from there, open up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Bring those arms out to the side and behind your body to the best of your ability. One more time, coming forward. Squeeze the hands and forearms together. Really push them into each other. Get that chest to work and activate. And then open up. One last time. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep your posture tall. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nice and easy. Come back and stretch out those arms, or kind of loosen out those arms. Shake them out. Really is what we're doing. Shake them out, shake them out, shake them out. Shake out your hands. Shake out those fingers. Really try to relax your fingers, and then just try to shake them out through the wrist. Forearms are working to help you move that hand really quickly. All right. Moving on. Let's work on our neck. So that could have worked on your neck. You could have felt it when we were doing some of those moves there, and that's okay. We were, again, working on those posture muscles, and you do have those posture muscles that lead into your neck. So let's stretch those out a little bit. Tilt your head to one side. So it's almost as if you're dropping your ear to the top of your shoulder. And then go to the other side. So keep your posture tall, your torso's tall, straight through the body. Don't lean to the side. Just let your head tilt to the side. Now from here, drop the chin and come straight down. Now go to the side again. It doesn't matter. Pick a side. Whatever comes natural to you. We're going to do the other side anyway. Now from here, roll the head backwards, look up, go to the other side. And from there, we're on the other side. So you looked up to roll and go to the other shoulder with the ear. Now we're tilting the head to the side. Again, sitting tall, check your posture, think about your core, pull in the stomach. Now we're going to bring the chin down towards the chest and clavicle. If you need a little extra stretch, you might feel this stretch going along the spine, which is what you want to feel. But if you want a little extra, you can use your hands, you can interlace your fingers and apply pressure to the top portion of the back of your head. So you're forcing the chin to come down into your clavicle area. And that just gives you a little extra stretch. Now you're gently pushing on the back of your head. Always gentle with our stretching. We never want to force it too much. Okay, so now we're just going to combine into one big circle, and it's just constant movement. We're only going to do it a few times because we don't want to get too dizzy. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll to the side, lean to the side, go backwards, go to the other side, drop the ear, then drop the chin, roll to the shoulder, roll backwards, roll to the side, the other shoulder, and then back down. Now reverse the direction. Go the other way, the way you came. Reverse it back. To that shoulder, roll back, look up. Drop the ear to the other shoulder. Drop the chin down. One more time. Roll to one side, roll back, roll to the other side, and then drop the chin down, and let's pause right here with the chin down. Perfect. Moving on. Good job. Let's get some legs going. So, these are pretty challenging. In fact, you know what? Before we get to the legs, let's work on our lower back because it'll help us with our legs and our hips. So our lower back, we're going to work on our rotation and turning and looking behind your body. So you're going to try to keep your feet, legs forward. Use your hands to grab the side of your chair. Now, if you don't have an arm bar like I do, that's fine. You can grab your leg with one hand, then the other hand can grab the seat of your chair or even the backrest of your chair. And then from there, you are trying to look over that shoulder. So I am using both arms on my left side to help me turn and look behind my left shoulder or over my left shoulder. And I'm using my arms as leverage to help me twist. Now, you always want to go slow. Right? Take your time. Don't force it. The one thing with the leg, if your hand is on your leg, you need to kind of be active and strong with that leg so that it doesn't move when you apply pressure with your hand. And then look over your shoulder. Twist as much as your body will allow you, right? Be careful. Don't force it. And then come back to center, facing forward. Bring the hands to the other side. Grab your leg, or your chair, or the arm of your chair. Now look over your other shoulder, looking behind you. And so we want to hold that position as you twist and look behind you. Let's do that 2 more times on each side. So go to the other side, the very first side that we began with. Getting your arms and hands set up, twist, turn. Nice and easy, come back to center, go to the other side. Again, moving slow, take your time. Back to center. One last time on each side. Turn, twist. Use your arms. Back to center. One last time. Rotate, turn, twist. And nice and easy, come out of that. Okay, let's work on our mobility with our back and our hips. So you're sitting kind of close to the edge of your chair, not too close. You're not quite in the middle, but you're not close to the edge. You're in the middle of those two areas, right? You're in the middle of the edge and in the middle of the seat of your chair. So right in that gap. Feet are wide, toes are pointing out. Reach for the floor. Come down as far as you can. The goal is to try to get your palms on the floor, but if it's too much, no worries. Do the movement to the best of your ability. Easy on the way up. Now be careful, I didn't say this, but if there's a desk right in front of you, back up a few feet so that your forehead doesn't make contact with the desk. So we're just trying to reach for the ground. Easy. Bending forward from the waist. If you realize or notice that you're not quite able to touch the floor, that is totally fine. Again, it's all relative. You come down as far as you're comfortable with, and then you hold it there for a little bit. So you'll probably start to feel this in your lower back, your hips, maybe your hamstrings, your inner thighs. Everyone is different. Everyone's body is different. So wherever you feel it is wherever you feel it. And that will let you know where you're tight. And let's keep moving. Let's do this 2 more times. Reach down again. Hold it at the bottom. Come up nice and easy. One more time. Remember, go slow, go controlled, because sometimes this up and down movement with the head can get you a little dizzy. So recover if you're feeling a little dizzy. If you need to step back and take a break on this next one, that's okay. But if you're ready for it, come down, reach for the floor. Let's hold it there for a bit. Nice and easy, come out of that. All right, good work. Let's get our hips going. So back up all the way to the back end of your chair. Get your lower back and hips against the backrest of your chair. Then let's work on our figure 4 stretch. So we're going to cross the legs. So the challenge here is getting one ankle right on top of that thigh. I'm on my left side. I'm working my left leg. So my left leg is crossed, bent, and coming over right on top of my right thigh. Now for some people this is already pretty tough to do, and you might struggle with doing this. And if this is tough, you can cross at the knee. So you're just crossing those legs at the knee. If that's tough for you, you can cross at the ankles. So you have progressions, right? You can cross at the ankles, cross at the knee where the ankle is hanging off the edge and that knee is above the thigh. Then the next level up is bringing the ankle more on top of the thigh and the knee moves away from that leg. And then from here, you You can apply pressure to that knee by pushing down with your hand. Sometimes gravity and the leg weight is enough for you. Sometimes people need a little extra. So figure out where you're at, see what you can do. Push down on the leg. Now if you need a little extra pressure from here, then you lean into it with your elbow and forearm, and you lean into it with your body. And so you use your upper body to apply a little extra force and pressure. You just do what you can. Again, don't judge yourself. Everyone's body is different. Hold it for a little bit more. Maybe about another 10 seconds or so. Nice and easy. Come out of that. We're going to switch legs. So whatever position you have on the leg you just did, mimic that same position on the other leg. Or if this leg is a little tighter than the other, then you're going to have to go through your progression. Start at the ankle, cross at the knees. If those are easy and you're able to do it with relative ease, move on to this move where the leg is up, bent at a 90 degrees, really is what it is. Ankles resting on the thigh, pushing down on the inside part of that leg. And you'll start to feel it in your hip, the glute area. And of course, if you need a little extra, you lean into it, using the forearm and elbow, and put some pressure in there. And increase your range of motion. Keep applying pressure. Now you may notice that one side's tighter than the other. If you're on the tighter side, let's keep it going. If you're on the side that has more flexibility, go back to the tighter side, the side that gave you more trouble, or more of a challenge. And if you feel like you're pretty even, you just stay where you are. And you can pick a side that you really want to work on. Maybe there's one side that feels a little better for the stretching. But we're going to spend a little extra time on the tighter side. Now for me, my right side is a little tighter, so I'm going to spend a little extra time here. I'm going to give it a little extra push. And let's hold it for about another 15 seconds, and then we'll move on. Nice and easy. Come out of that. All right. Now we're going to scooch close to the edge of your chair. So get close to the edge. Move away from the backrest of your chair. Start off with both legs bent, feet flat on the ground. I'm going to start with my left leg. So I'm just going to straighten out my left leg right out in front of me. Use two hands. Slide both of those hands down the leg. Now make sure your knee is straight. Lock out your leg. That's the most important part. Locking out the knee, locking out the leg. Keep it nice and straight. Then from there, with both hands, sliding down the leg, past the knee, down the shin, making your way towards the ankle. Now wherever your hands stop is where, it doesn't matter. Wherever they stop is wherever they stop. It's totally fine. It's all relative. Again, we're stretching out the back of our leg, the hamstrings. The key is keeping that knee locked out. Okay, so if you're bending that knee so that you can reach a little bit more down the leg, that's defeating the purpose. Bring the hands back, lock out the knees or knee, then slide and stop where you need to stop. So it's more important to keep the leg straight than it is to keep, slide the hand down to the foot or ankle. That really doesn't matter. More important is the leg being locked out, and then from there going down as far as you can. And that is the challenge. Hold it there. Nice and easy. Come out of that. Switch legs. Bring that leg in. Straighten out the other leg. Remember, lock out the knee. Get it nice and straight. From there, slide the hands down. Down as far as you're comfortable with. Keep that leg nice and straight. Back up. Let's go to the other side one last time. Hopefully now you can get a little further down the leg. Reach. Remember, lock out the knee. Straighten it out. 2 hands. Sliding down. Reach as far as you can go. Again, more important than anything else is that leg being locked out and straight. And then from there you come down as far as you can with the hands. And hopefully you were able to increase your range of motion the second time around. Even if it was just a few inches, doesn't matter. Or you're right in the same location that you were in last time, that's fine. Nice and easy, come back. One more time, bring that leg in. Straighten out the other leg. Get the knee nice and straight and locked out. Come down as far as you can using 2 hands. Reach. Come down as far as you can go. Hold it there. Nice and easy. Come back up. One last stretch and then we're all done. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see visually what I'm doing with my body. I'm sitting close to the edge of the chair. From here, I'm going to lean back and let my upper back touch the backrest of my chair. And I have this big space underneath me. Right? My lower back, mid-back, hips are free of anything, nothing's touching. The only thing really touching are the glutes, my bum, and my upper shoulders, shoulder blades. From there, have your feet in a comfortable position to keep you still and in place, because you don't want to slide down and slide off the chair. So make sure your feet are helping you, legs are helping you and supporting you. Start to lean back a little bit and start to lift the chest up and start to look up. Bring the arms straight out to the side and let your arm weight and gravity just bring those arms down to the floor. And try to lift your chest a little, lift up your stomach and ribs a little bit. So you need to use your legs to help you. And as you bring those arms out to the side, you should feel a big stretch across the arms, shoulders, and chest. That's what you're going for. Now, it does get a little tough on your neck. I know that. Head isn't light, right? It weighs anywhere between 8 and 12 pounds, depending on the person and how much hair you have, how big your brain is, all that stuff. So it depends. But yes, you're going to work your neck. So let's hold it for maybe 10 more seconds. Stretch, get those arms out, let it just hang. Let gravity do its job. And pull on your arms. Get that good stretch through the chest. Nice and easy. Come out of that. Bring the arms down. Start to allow the lower back to kind of collapse inward towards the chair. And then easy sit up out of it. And we're all done. Oh, go take a nap. We're all done. Good job. You should feel nice and relaxed. We're all done. Great work, everyone. Bravo. Drink plenty of water. You should feel nice and loose. Go dancing. Go do something. Go for your nap. I don't know. Great job.